excited to be doing this video. This is my very first collab video doing palette bingo with Nona using the ABH Riviera palette. If you want to see how I got this look, then just make sure to keep on watching. First, make sure you guys subscribe by clicking that subscribe button. Also, while you're at it, be sure to turn on those notifications so that way YouTube will notify you every time I upload. All you have to do is click the little bell next to the subscribe button and wham bam, thank you ma'am, you're good to go. This is the completed look for my first collab with Nona, who is known as MySoCalledLife1977, and you will see me have a naked face right now. Is doing well and just trying to stay as positive as possible and productive as you possibly can during these very trying times for all of us globally with the coronavirus. This is my first ever collaboration and I am doing it with none other than the beautiful Nona. She has a YouTube channel as well. She loves makeup just like the rest of us. You can find her YouTube channel. It's called MySoCalledLife1977. She is by far one of my biggest supporters on my little old channel. She makes it a point to comment on every single one of my videos and I can appreciate that and I love her so much. She is such a good friend. I will have her channel and all of her information linked down below, and if you are coming over from Nona's channel, thank you so much for taking the time out to click that link and for watching my video. I do hope that you subscribe and I really hope that you enjoy this video that we are doing together. I randomly chose her 5 shades and she randomly chose my 5 shades from the beautiful Riviera palette. We wanted to do a look using the Riviera palette. I believe she hasn't ever used it, so it was a great opportunity for her to kind of get some use out of hers. Mine, I have definitely used it. It has been pretty well loved and it's just a beautiful, colorful, vibrant palette. I'm just so grateful that Nona wanted to do a collaboration with me. I asked her and she gladly accepted. Let's just go ahead and get into it. The numbers and the shades Nona chose for me were these 5 colors right here, which is number 9, which is the shade Cabana right here from the palette. Number 6 right here, which is the shade Inheritance right here. Number 5, which is the shade Seaside. The shade number 2, which is the shade right here, which in the palette is the shade Yacht. And then shade number 12, which is the shade Coastline right here. This is the color story that I have to work with. It's going to be rather interesting, and actually I'm really surprised considering how kind of colorful this palette is that I kind of got some of the neutral, more toned down yellowy shades in the palette, and I do have that pop of pink. I have no idea what kind of look I'm getting ready to do. I always do my eyes first, so that's why the rest of my makeup isn't done like I see a lot of these collabs being done. So I'm thinking how I'm going to do it is we will do the eye look together and then maybe I will do the rest of my makeup and just kind of like speed it up on my video so you guys can kind of see a little mini get ready with me as well. I have been asked by a few of you to want to see some get ready with me's on my channel, so I figured maybe I would just kind of do 2 in 1 the best that I can without it being too long. I think I'm going to go ahead and start with number 9, which is Coastline right here, and I'm just going to use a big fluffy brush, which is the JH30, and my little handy dandy light up mirror, and apply Coastline all in my crease. just as my first transition color. Let me see if I can't scoot up a little bit for you guys. So yeah, I hope everybody is doing well and just, again, kind of doing their best right now, given the circumstances, to just kind of keep your mind occupied and try to feed your mind positivity and positive thoughts right now. It's a very challenging and very trying time for all of us. I think, to me, the hardest part of it all is the unknown and not really knowing kind of from one day to the next on what's going to happen. If it's going to, you know, get better, is it going to get worse? I think that is kind of the hardest part on me. And I'm sorry if this video seems all over the place. This is my first time like doing a collaboration, and it's my first like get ready with me that I've done in a very long time. I've only ever done one other one, and that one wasn't as good of a quality. I was very new to YouTube. Since I have 3 shimmers here, I think I'm going to probably use the pink shade called Monte Carlo on my lower lash line, and maybe I will use this one as a inner portion, and then use these 2 for my lid. I'm just going to use the exact shades that she chose for me. I'm going to go ahead and choose next the shade called Inheritance and just kind of put that on the inner portion of my lid. Since I'm not using any more transition colors, I really want to make sure that I am using the exact shades that she chose for me. I'm picking it up on my Sigma E56 shader brush, and I'm going to spray it with my e.l.f. setting mist. This is really all I ever buy this setting mist for, is for the sole purpose of spritzing my shimmers to turn them into a metallic kind of shade. I'm just going to place that on the inner portion of my lid, just in patting, lightly swiping type of motions. And if you happen to hear thunder and stuff outside, that is because it has been thunderstorming all morning to this morning. So what not a perfect day to just kind of sit down and play with some makeup, do my collab video. I have another collab video I'm getting ready to do with another very sweet girl. I figured I would at least try to do one of them. Nona has been so very patient with me and waiting, because I'm considered an essential worker with what I do. So we've still been having to work. My job has been absolutely bonkers as a result of everything. So it hasn't left much time for me. So I just wanted to say thank you so much, Nona, for being patient and waiting while I was able to make time to get this video going. And the next shade I'm going to go in with is the shade Yacht that was chosen on the second portion of my lid. On the same shader brush, just on the other side. Comment down below and let me know, how are you guys doing, and what are some of the things that you guys have been doing to kind of cope right now during this pandemic that we are all been experiencing, and let me know some of the ways that you have been coping with it. I'm just going back in with the shade Inheritance to just kind of blend and marry those 2 shades together. That way you don't see such a distinguished line between the 2. I'm just kind of blending them together. Now I'm going to go in with a Morphe M507, which is a small detail little blending brush, and I'm going to go back in with some more of the shade Cabana and just kind of go back over my crease area a little more detailed. If you guys aren't subscribed to Nona, I definitely highly recommend that you go subscribe and support her. You would definitely be very lucky to have Nona as a subscriber and as a friend. She is just such a sweet girl, and I'm just so very grateful that I have such a great supporter. All of my subscribers are very supportive, but Nona she's just awesome. She makes it a point, again, to comment on every single one of my videos, and I so appreciate that. that. Next, I'm going to go in with it's kind of the more muted pink shade in the palette called Monte Carlo. I'm just going to kind of blow this out on the lower lash line. And of course, I look crazy. You definitely always have to trust the process, you guys. 9 times out of 10, my looks as well will always look crazy before they always end up coming together at the end. But I did forget to go in and actually I want to clean up the edges here. So let me start that over. I will say this is definitely a look that I'm not used to. I don't wear yellows and stuff and oranges too often unless I have more of a nice golden tan. Like in the summertime, they just look so much better on me because right now I'm looking crazy. But again, I have to even tell myself, you just have to trust the process. I'm going back in with the shade Monte Carlo on my lower lash line, and this is just a little Morphe brush that doesn't have any labeling. I got it in like a package, but I love it for applying and blending out any type of lower lash line shadows that I may use. I really don't know what I'm doing. I'm just kind of winging it, you guys, and trying to make this look the best that I possibly can. It looks crazy though. I don't know if I like that pink underneath my eyes like that because it's kind of making me look sick. Oh Lord. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that pink shade because I definitely don't like it underneath the eye. It's making me look too sickly looking. And that's the thing with pink eyeshadows. You really have to be careful where you place a pink because 9 times out of 10, it'll make you look kind of sickly. I think I'm just going to have to pick it up and use it in my crease as well and just kind of see what happens here, you guys. Maybe I'll just use it on the outer portion. And I'm using my Morphe M456 brush, which is a small little detail blender brush as well. I usually can always pretty much manage to make any type of a look work and make it come together. So I'm really hopeful that I will be able to do the same with this look just for the sake of the collab. And I really hope that Nona is able to do the same with hers and that she ended up liking her look as well. I'm really hoping that liner and lashes will bring this whole look together. 9 times out of 10, the liner and lashes usually always bring a look together. Now I'm going to go back into the shade Cabana, which was the orange shade right here, and use this on the lower lash line to see what that will do. I don't want to use any other colors. I want to just use the colors that she randomly chose for me just to keep it more fun that way and more of a challenge. Okay, so that is basically, I think, as good as we're gonna get. I'm gonna do the inner portion of my lid, like I said, with the shade Seaside. But first, I want to go ahead and line my lash line, put on some mascara and lashes, and then we will come back and finish the rest of the base makeup. I will speed that process up for you guys, but keep it in. Okay, so here is the completed eye look. I think it come out really pretty. So if you came just to see the eye look portion and the collab with Nona, thank you so much for clicking on that link again from her channel and for watching this video. If you wanted to go ahead and you didn't want to watch the rest of it, thank you for stopping by, of course, and please subscribe. But if you do want to continue to stick around and watch me do the rest of my makeup, I'm just going to go ahead and kind of speed it up and maybe do voiceovers telling you guys what products I'll be using, but I will show you the products as well. I think it came out really pretty. Something about liner and lashes that always just brings the look together. I have not used Seaside yet, but I will be using that shade. I usually do my inner corner of my eye and my highlight, my brow bone highlight and stuff at the end after I do the rest of my makeup. So let me just go ahead and finish the rest of my makeup. I'm back, and I'm an idiot because I thought I was filming doing my foundation and stuff, and I was just kind of speeding the process up, only to realize that it wasn't filming. So I kind of went and fixed my hair a little bit better. It still isn't perfect, but for the most part, this is the completed eye look. The only color I still have to use yet is the shade Seaside, which I'm going to put on the inner portion of my inner corner, which I'm kind of bummed out because I was going to, and I'll still continue to speed up the process of what is remaining left of my makeup. But so far, I went in with the Physicians Formula Healthy Foundation and the Flower Beauty Light Illusion Concealer. And then I went in with my Milk Makeup Matte Bronzing Stick, and I blended that out with my Wet n Wild sponge. On the other side, I used one side for concealer and the other side for my cream bronzer. And then that's when I realized I wasn't filming, is when I went in with my Catrice Shape in a Box. And I'm just using that along my jawline and to add shadows to my face. Next, I use the light colored cream shade to kind of clean up my contour. And don't ask me why. It was a good song playing, I guess. Next, I'm going in with my Milani Romantic Rose blush with my Flower Beauty blush brush. Now I'm going in with my e.l.f. Baked Highlighter. Such a beautiful formula, you guys. And then to top that off, I'm going with my Natasha Denona Bronze and Glow Palette using the Glow Impact Powder that is so incredibly blinding and beautiful. Also using it for my brow bone highlight. Okay, so now let's go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and do the inner portion of my eye with the last shade Seaside that I have yet to use. So I'm gonna pick up a little bit on this JH42 brush, this little teeny little flat shader brush, spritz it a little to give it a little more metallic sheen and hope for the best. I'm just gonna go ahead and bring this down on the lower lash line as well, the inner portion of it. I will say this look is definitely different than what I'm used to, but it was really fun to do it. There's the blue on my inner corner, which is definitely different. I think I'm going to use a little bit of Monte Carlo on the outer portion of my lower lash line just to see what it'll do. Now I'm going to go back and I'm going to do my lip and my brows. Set everything with some Anastasia Dewy Set real quick, which I absolutely love that stuff. And I always use my handy dandy fan to dry it out. And here comes the rain again. So let me go ahead and finish this look. I'm going to do my brows. Okay, so we're back and I went ahead and finished up my brows and everything. So the last thing we have to do is the lip. So let's go ahead. I decided to go with a more kind of a darker vampy lip, and none other perfect than the Revlon Ultra HD lip polish in the shade Berry Blissed with my ColourPop and I Love Seta E lip liner in the shade 951. I love this color. So let me go ahead and put this on. ColourPop's lip liners are very creamy and just yummy goodness. Go ahead and I'll put on my dark lip. There's the lip color. I'm going to, of course, top it with a gloss just because it's what I always do, even though this is kind of a wet, creamy texture. I'm going to go ahead and top it with my Buxom lip gloss in the shade Clair. And here is the finished and final look. What do you guys think? Here's the way the eyes look. I think it came out really pretty. Like I said, it's definitely something different that I'm not used to. But then again, I can pretty much make anything work. I love to do bright, bold, colorful looks. You guys all know this. So I think this actually turned out really pretty. And again, it's just a matter of just really trusting the process. I think the lip complements it really well. Leave me a comment down below and let me know what you guys think of the finished look. Do you think I did okay? Or should I have done the colors in a different story? Let me know. Leave me a comment and let me know what you would have done with these 5 shades. Of course, this palette is really beautiful. I really hope that Nona enjoyed using this palette since she hadn't used it yet, and I'm really excited to see her video on what look that she came up with the 5 shades that I randomly chose for her. This was a lot of fun, and again, if you came from Nona's channel, thank you so much, and I surely hope that you would subscribe and stick around. And that is pretty much everything, you guys. Thank you so much for stopping by, and of course, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And until my next video, everybody enjoy the rest of their day. Bye.